Hello and welcome back to Can You Survive Hunter's Moon? We are a few minutes away from starting our third Tribal Immunity Challenge of the game. Host Alan is behind me. We'll catch up with him in just a moment to have him explain what it is that we are doing. In the meanwhile, our three lovely tribes are behind me and they're strategizing a little bit, trying to figure out who's going to do what part of the challenge. It is a multi-part challenge, and now that all tribes are equal, they all have 6 players remaining in each of the 3. All of the players will be competing in this, and no one will be set out. So, very important to select who's going to be doing what. And why don't we find out what the players are going to be doing?
Let's do it. So this challenge is called Leading the Blind. This is a fun one. Everyone's going to be blindfolded except for one person, the caller. And so the caller is going to send 3 individual players into the field to find bags. And once all 4 bags are found, they get brought back, and the caller will find the balls within the bags. Now, then the caller will have to guide 2 more blindfolded players to guide this ball through a table maze and drop it in the right slot to win. And this is another one where it's very important because only one team wins immunity. That means 2 more people will be going home after this challenge is over. So very, very important. I'm looking forward to see who wins. Right now it's 6-6-6. Very even going into this challenge. So it's gonna be a good one.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
All 3 are going.
All right, so player's going to be lining up. I think over here. All right. So as y'all heard, this is a multi-part challenge. 5 of the 6 players will be blindfolded, and when players are blindfolded, it is always a mass pandemonium that ensues. So, yikes. Thankfully, there are no trees in the immediate vicinity like we had in Season 1, so no players are going to tumble into any pine trees, hopefully. I say that as there's literally some right here, but look at these cuties. Hopefully they won't be wandering that way, because the one non-blinded player on their tribes, the caller, will be directing the blind players towards bags, and they have to collect these bags while blindfolded and bring them back to the caller. Once all of that happens, Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the bugs because I see them in front of my eyeballs, and then I also see them on the screen, so my bad. So once these bags with the balls are retrieved, they will actually have to do a maze, which, let's see, is right here. As we can see, there are many precarious holes where the ball could fall, and I don't know if they are going to be blind for that part of it too, and the caller's going to let them know how to maneuver or not. But we will find out when this challenge kicks off. So that'll be a fun surprise. I hope for their sake that they get to see while doing that portion of the challenge, because I feel like that's a really tough one even when you can see. I can't imagine having to listen to someone to be like, tilt, don't tilt, left, right. If so, that's going to be a huge learning curve. It will be a huge learning curve either way. So just have our players that are getting some last minute information before we kick off this third Tribal Immunity Challenge. And this is another big stakes one. This is going to be another double tribal. So only the first tribe to complete this challenge will be safe, and we will again have 2 tribes going to tribal back to back for 2 more players to be sent on over to the hunting grounds. All right, so let's turn ourselves around so we can see these players as they're now getting set and ready to begin. Good night, Cam and Brianna. Heading on over here. like Cam and Brianna will be doing this ball maze for Cutler, and they're trying to figure out what they'll be doing.
What is the beginning of
All right. So Taylor now coming over to assess the situation. Matt, David, Joelle also joining. Some blindfolds being gathered.
The start is just that corner right there. Yeah. Taylor's the start for the puzzle is this corner up at the top.
Yes.
Sorry. Start.
And just,
So,
yeah.
Alex, there is enough. Just tell us what to start.
Corner, the collar will go there.
Nina.
Just say going live.
Yep. All right. All right. So everyone now in the challenge area. They're taking in this ball maze. I do now think that these players will be blind while doing the ball maze. So this is going to be interesting. So for those just joining us, we're going to be kicking off the third tribal immunity challenge of the game. Players will be blindfolded.
We're gonna have to stop. It's not fair, so I just want to make sure that everything's fair.
Okay.
So if you could stop.
Oh, sure. Okay. All right. So scratch that. We will not be starting at this very moment. Let me see. All right. Hang on. Okay. So, hello. So, we're going to reset that challenge behind me a little bit. We always want to make sure that the players have the most fair experience possible. As they are competing in a challenge, we want it to be as like level of a playing field as possible so that no one has like a little unintentional advantage that we gave them, whether it be like, you know, set up in the grass or a level ground. So we're going to go ahead and reset a few things, and then we will be back as soon as that's reset. I will explain what's actually going to go on now, and honestly, I was a little confused by that challenge, so it'll be nice to get a refresher on what's going on, so that I know, so that you know, and so that we can enjoy the challenge all together. So sorry about this fake false stream. It was just a little, I don't know, teaser to what is next. So we should be back very, very shortly. Keep it locked here, and hopefully we will pivot shortly. So yeah, see you soon. Oh, George, thank you so much. I'm glad that you are loving the stream. The gorgeous guy. Yes, actually, before I let y'all go, let's take a moment to take in maybe not so much the barren potato field, but like all of these gorgeous trees. Like this is our site. It is really beautiful. And actually, I know y'all haven't asked for a weather check, but it's quite lovely outside today. Yeah, it's like maybe mid 60s, high 60s. I don't know, but it's absolutely fabulous. We are loving it here. So yeah. All right, I should be back in 5-ish minutes, and we will see y'all then.